Hello, hey, hope you're doing great. So, today I'm gonna be reacting to Steve Hackett, The Return of the Giant Hogweed. And this is live at the, the Royal Albert Hall. So, this is a song suggestion by the great James. So, like in every video that I make, I had to mention this. James has been one of our patrons, right, for our community since January. So he's been in this adventure of introducing me to great artists. Also, this solo career from the Genesis art, musicians. And this time he's devoted to do the dark side of these people, and so far I've been enjoying it. It's been great. A lot of interesting things, new stuff, I would say. But yeah, we have a Steve Hackett. So this is Steve Hackett version of the Return of the Giant Hogweed, or by Genesis. Live version from the 2013 album Genesis Revisit, live at the Royal Albert Hall. As well as Steve's usual band, it also features guitarist Ron Stolt and bass player Lee Pomeroy. And then from what I see, Ron Stolt is the guitarist. No, it's a different one. I see. I thought that it was the Marillion guitarist, but no. So it was probably inspired by the 1970 British horror movie The Day of the Thrift. However, the giant Hogweed is real plant giant Hogweed is a phototoxic plant. Its sap can cause severe skin inflammation when the skin is exposed to sunlight or to UV rays. They'll need the sun to photosynthesize their venom. Then blisters form as they burn within 48 hours. They form black or purplish scars which can last several years. I think this version actually improved on the original as the entire band is sublime. Okay, so that was really interesting. I could, let me. So this is about a phototoxic plant, and then what I'm expecting is. Well, we're just gonna see what the process of this, the burn and everything that the pain that it caused. So yeah. I don't know what to expect, so I'm very excited to see. So yeah, we're gonna do this. Before I put play, I just want to let you know that I'm gonna watch the whole thing without stopping, and there pretty much you're gonna see my reaction. So if I talk a little bit or make noises, that's my reaction. I may say some things. Some people don't like when I talk during the video, but it's my reaction. Then I'm gonna go little by little, and I can first of all I tell you my first impressions, what I think, and what caught my attention the most. And then I will go little by little, a little more in-depth analysis. And it's not easy to give you a review, analysis of music listening to one time. But I go to the beginning and I try to do my best, right? Sometimes it's nothing, sometimes it's something. We're just gonna do our best here, okay? But yes, let's do it. Steve Hackett. Still need to see him. Hopefully he comes to Milwaukee and I'm gonna be able to see it. Oh, that would be amazing. So if he comes to Milwaukee, yeah. So let's do it.
Thank you,
Steve Hackett.
It's one of those evenings. We've got another very special guest joining us for the next one, who's gonna play guitar for you tonight. You haven't got enough guitarists. You need several more. And here's one of them. This is Royner Stolt, the fabulous Royner Stolt.
It's a lot of people, actually. I need to go to one of his concerts.
Okay.
Definitely.
So we've got two guys who often work in the same band, Agents of Mercy, together. And you know the other one, of course? Nat Sylvan on vocals over here.
They're in the same band, huh?
I definitely like the blazer. I definitely think it's appropriate for the Edwardian establishment. This is the return of the giant Hogweed.
There we go. Let's- Okay. Okay. I like this. Okay. I see. There's two voices. Sounds really good live. I love the change. I love the change. I love the combination of the sax and that with the guitar and the flute. try to understand what Steve Hackett is doing. I love the piano. Okay. That's interesting what Steve Hackett is doing while this guy is soloing. Interesting. Huh. Ooh. Okay. 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 I mean, Steve Hackett looked very young. I have to say that. He looked young, and I mean, he's been playing music for a long time, from the 70s, man. So yeah, this song was really, obviously, was very nice. I like it. It's you know, it have a lot of things going on. And it does have a lot of changes. The guitar part, obviously, the introduction, I love it. Actually, the solos, there was a part that Steve Hackett was doing accompaniment to the other guitar. Well, he was doing the solo. I like what he was doing, but then Steve Hackett's solo that came from nowhere, it was super nice. It was very interesting to see the side of Steve Hackett, which I did saw when we saw the Super Ready, his way of soloing, right? But yeah, I think the song have a lot of, obviously the lyrics is interesting, right, about the plant. So, you know, it comes a time that I cannot continue following the lyrics because they're very funny, very interesting, I will say. but the music per se is just very interesting in the sense that it does move a lot, and I love every time that we have the solo doing a section with one of the wind instruments, the flute or the saxophone, baritone. No, it's a how do you soprano saxophone, which I love it. But then of course we have a lot of movement, and we have the piano section, which then I remind. If I'm not wrong, this is Tony Banks' part, which that's something from Genesis that I really miss. That impressionist piano playing here, it was not as crazy as how Tony Banks goes, but obviously what it's doing is very interesting, and it goes to also interesting sections. Of course, I'm listening to this, I realize this is Genesis, and of course they are the master of moving everywhere with the music in a super stylish, majestic way, I would say, right? They know how to, if there's something that I always say about Genesis, is that they know how to modulate and how to go to places without you even following, and they do it so easy that it just feels like nothing. But it's not easy to modulate, to go a lot of places without knowing really well what you're doing, and Genesis, they do it really good. And of course, having Steve Hackett live with, I'm pretty sure from what I have seen, is amazing musicians, probably super professional, high tier musicals and understanding of music. And then you see these concerts super full. So it's just also amazing to see that all these artists from Genesis, they went their way and they continue their solo careers, and people respect them for what they do, and they still, that's the thing, that even out of Genesis they continue and showing the world why they're amazing musicians. So then you realize when they were together, Genesis happened, and what it happened because all of them are amazing. So yes, I come back to Genesis, and obviously this is Steve Hackett, but they're revisiting Genesis, and then you realize, oh man, Genesis is just, especially I'm guessing, this is early days. The style of singing is pretty much Peter Gabriel, which I do love. I love Phil Collins' style too. Both of them are great in what they do. So yeah, I'm gonna try to go to the beginning to give you a little bit more in-depth analysis of what's happening. Again, the introduction, of course, I love the introduction. It's just Steve Hackett doing a tapping in the guitar with the piano in the back. Beautiful stuff. Let's do it.
We got
yeah,
the same band.
When I heard this, I was not expecting to hear this, in the sense that this sounds very modern. When I say modern, very 90s, 20s, 2000, I would say. Yeah, it's so interesting. And I haven't listened to the song, so I guess I'm gonna get to this song one day, and I'm looking forward to see how it sounds in the original. But here it sounds like a metalcore part or something like that. Like this. Oh wait, but then it goes to harmonically, it goes to interesting places here. Ooh. So it goes chromatic in a way that it's just it's just a chromatic movement that it gives a sense of like a dungeon, I would say. Yeah, it does remind me of dungeon theme from The Legend of Zelda, of course. But yeah, it's because of the chromatically how it goes. But oh yeah. Oh, and then the drum enter, and it's a little. It's interesting what's happening. Pa, 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 tum, pa, pa. Interesting. Boom, pa. see? We go something different. You modulate, and then we come back. So you see, it does from something we modulate to something, then we modulate very briefly, and then we come back to the main theme, which Genesis tend to do a lot. You see, it moved to what Genesis normally do. I love every time that I hear this soprano saxophone play following Steve Hackett. I love it. Yeah. You know, I feel that I had to listen to the whole thing in one take, but I want to jump. There's other section that I want to talk about, but it's difficult to jump because there's so many things happening, and then I feel that I'm missing something. I didn't know that they have a screen, but yeah, it seems that Steve Hackett concert have a screen. So interesting. And then, obviously, you know, it's so funny because in the screen they have the description of what's happening with the plant. So it's such a storytelling. Peter Gabriel is just storytelling at 100%. I love it. I mean, it's not Peter Gabriel singing; it's the singer, right? But he does an amazing job too at what he's doing. The bass. Okay. I love we modulate to something here. We modulate to something, but I love the transitions too. And we come back to the main theme, to the main tonality. So we go modulate, but then very briefly, it's very briefly that we go somewhere, but then we come back naturally to the main tone. And then I love that Steve Hackett is doing like arpeggio with the distortion. I'm gonna try to close my eyes and listen to what he's doing. Yeah, it's like he's doing an arpeggio, but you know, it's very interesting how it sounds. The bass. Now with the flute. Beautiful combination. I love this section here. Here's this melody. Here. This is really good. This is very nice. Oh, he's doing harmonics. I'm just trying to see because, yeah, he's doing, or maybe tuning the guitar. Harmonics, maybe tuning the guitar. I'm trying to see. But what the piano is doing is, you know, super interesting. Middle section here, probably before the solos. But it's a good time to breathe here. And then the way that Steve Hackett enter here is very Steve Hackett from the other solo stuff that I heard. He does this a lot. Like when I say it's this glissandos, the way that he's doing. Oh, and I love this accompaniment that he began to do here, getting ready for the other guitar to do solo. But the accompaniment per se, I love it. Super interesting. Nice bending. The plant. That's interesting, the change of chords there. I know the Steve Hackett is gonna come soon. Nice entrance here. After in this section, it's just when I begin to stop thinking about the plants. It's a nice story about these plants. I love the tension here. And then when I hear all this from nowhere, then I was like, oh, this is Steve Hackett doing these sounds. This is Steve Hackett, yeah. I love this here. And then from nowhere, Steve Hackett is in the background. Yeah. I love both of them now doing the solo. I love how this guitarist entered to do his solo here. Amazing, right? I mean, the kid. I mean, the drummer is killing it too. You know, I mean, again, all these musicians are top tier, caliber musicians. So amazing, good stuff. Good stuff. I always love to see Steve Hackett live. I wish one day I can see him. I never got to see Ozzy. I have the opportunity to do it, and I didn't saw Ozzy. So hopefully I can see Steve Hackett. There's a lot of artists that I miss my opportunity. But Steve Hackett, one day if he come to Milwaukee, even if he goes to Chicago, I would love to go see him. Yeah, this is very interesting song. I have a lot of interesting section. Yes, very progressive. I love the solos. They were very enjoyable to listen to. I love, again, every time that I hear the flute or the saxophone playing with Steve Hackett melodies. Also, I love seeing Steve Hackett signature slides, which he does a lot in his album solo music. And the singer, of course, is just his voice is perfect for this type of music. So, James, thank you so much. I really appreciate all this music that you are suggesting. So yeah, this is what I got. Thank you so much. You watch all the way to the end. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one. Take care.